There are thousands, if not millions, of fitness products targeted towards fitness beginners. Someone's worked out for years and has achieved most of their fitness goals and just continues to work out now for the mental and to achieve more fitness goals that I've gained over time. I'm going to tell you the only things you actually need to buy because it's not as many as you think. Now, whether you need some of these or not depends on what your goals really are, but I recommend at least a third one to everybody. The first thing you need is so simple. It's so simple. Yeah, I promise you it's so simple. It's a water bottle. You know how annoying it is to go to the gym and the fountain at the gym doesn't work, so now you don't have water for your whole workout. It is annoying. You don't want to go through it. You get a water bottle. The second is a resistance band. I don't know why we all think that we're the only person who will not get injured when we work out. Okay? It's stupid. However, when you first start working out, it's like when you first start working a job. What do they always tell you? Yeah, people who just started working the job are more likely to get injured than people who have worked the job forever. People who just start working out are more likely to get injured than people who have been working out for years. And even if you work out for years, you can still get injured. Now, what's one of the most common places to get injured? Your shoulders. Where did I get injured? My shoulders. If you want to avoid this, just get a resistance band. That way you can make sure you stretch before your workouts and then you can go heavy, you can do whatever. This will just help you so much. I know so many people, myself included, who have injured their shoulders because they didn't warm them up. They didn't know what they were doing when they first started working out, whatever. Get a resistance band. It will change your life. Now, these have been simple. I told you guys the third one is the one that I think everybody does need, and that's a fitness scale. For me, I have the Fitbit one right here. The reason I think having a scale is so important is because you're trying to see the progression over time. If you wake up today and you think, oh, 185. Okay, and you go for another month, your goal is to bulk, and you don't weigh yourself. How are you supposed to know if you're increasing, decreasing, maintaining? You don't know. All you're going off of is when you seem to perceive yourself. Not the best. It's important to do weigh-ins regularly. I honestly suggest if you have a specific goal to do them every day. That way, not only do you normalize seeing that weight, but you know if you're trending up, if you're trending down, if there's things you need to change. The more often you look at it, the easier it is to make sure that you're doing the right things fitness-wise and health-wise. Okay, now this fourth thing might be just as important to some people. Depends on the day. For me, get a good pair of earphones. Now, you might not like listening to music at the gym, which is why this one's not as high on the list, but it's still very important because sometimes you don't want to hear a bunch of people talking. You don't want to be disrupted. By having earphones in, people know, okay, don't talk to this person, but also you can have noise canceling earphones where you're not hearing a thing. So it's just easier to just get in that mode. For number 5, I'm actually going to split into 2 because you don't need either one of these, but they help depending on where you are in your fitness goals, what you're trying to achieve. There's things that I like to have in my gym bag, but you don't need them. So it's actually 3 things: boxing gloves, a skipping rope, and a dip belt. The reason why I like these things is because I like to do calisthenics. I like to do cardio, but I don't like to just walk and run every single time. I like to switch it up. So by skipping or by boxing, it just gives me something different to do. By having these on me too, I can do it wherever. If there's a boxing bag and I feel like boxing, I can go box. If I'm walking around like I feel like skipping today, I have my skipping rope in my gym bag, boom, I can go skip. Doesn't matter which gym I go to, where I'm at, I can always do this. And a dip belt is just because I love to do calisthenics. I love doing pull-ups, I love doing dips. I want to get better at muscle-ups. So by adding weight to my pull-ups and my dips, I'm building that explosive power. It just increases my pull-ups, increases my dips, and adding both of those together obviously increases my muscle up. So it's just a fun way for me. Now, you don't need these last things, like I said, but it just makes it way more fun. So I'm sick right now editing this video, so my voice might sound off. And I realized I forgot to mention the fitness device that was actually the source of inspiration for this video. And that's any type of fitness watch. I remember I had some super cheap one, it did the job, but then it broke. And then now I have an Apple Watch. And the one thing that I find really useful about having a fitness watch is that I'm tracking my workouts, which is just so useful. So right before I start working out, okay, boom, I'm tracking it, which is just making me like, okay, I don't want to break the streak that I'm having of working out, but I'm also just tracking my steps. So I'm making sure that my body's actually staying active, which is useful. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe. If there's anything else that you think that people who are new to the gym might need, might be helpful, drop them in the comments. Other than the water bottle, resistance band, and the scale, like I said, you don't gotta spend much, but these things are still useful. So see you in the next one.